What up? What up? What up? What's going on, y'all? This is Jared from the Lagniappe Legends podcast, and this is Mr. Winston Buckley from Metarize, bringing you another episode of the Crypto Connection. Happy New Year to all of you all. Thank you for tuning in, and we got a lot of content to provide for you all today. How you doing, Winston?
Man, I'm doing great in this new year, man. It's really excited. Not too excited about the market today, but it's all good. We're gonna make it.
Exactly. Also, like the shirt you wearing, man. Who that all day?
Oh man, yeah, brother. Yeah, the Saints about doing like the market doing, huh?
Yeah. Well, hey, we're gonna see on Sunday if they beat the Dirty Birds and the 49ers lose. We in the playoffs.
We in there. I might go to that game. Matter of fact.
Right, yeah, you should since you're in the yeah, most definitely. Yeah, you should go. Yeah,
Tickets cheap.
Yeah,
I might go there. Everybody's scared of Marion. So
Mario. That's sad when the man had to put all the video about.
I know. I know. I'm sorry. My bad, Mario.
All right. So, all right, y'all. It's been a couple of weeks since we did our last one, so everybody get you some new stuff, new content. So, if you're unaware right now that the cryptocurrency market is down right now, but all that means to me as an investor, that means everything is on sale. So if you have opportunity, go buy coins that you've been eyeing for a while and you've been scared to make an investment. Now is the time to do so since the market is down in crypto. A little bit down in the stock market as well, but not as bad as crypto. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Winston because he has some things to prepare for you all. Nice treats and like even a nice item that I'm not going to ruin. I'm going to let him introduce that, which I was very impressed to see. Take it away, sir.
All right, so we're gonna start off a little different this time. I'm gonna share my screen here. So we're gonna start just talking about the market and look at what's going on there. So can you see that on your end, Jared?
Yes, sir.
All right, so yeah, the market is down. The market is down. So we're looking at a little over 2 trillion for market cap. But we got to keep it in perspective because last year the market cap started at about $1 trillion. So I mean, we're still up from a year. So it's like when you keep everything in perspective, it's not bad. But you know, when you had highs of 68,000 in Bitcoin and now you're looking at 43,000, yeah, it does kind of hurt. So yeah, if we just look at the past 7 days, look at that cliff, man. Look at that, just fell off. And so, you know, you may be wondering like, well, what was it this time? And so, you know, there's certain things that you just can't predict. So one thing that was kind of a prediction, and I'm not too surprised, was, you know, the Fed, they released their minutes and they're talking about raising interest rates. And so, you know, doing that, that's going to stop some of the money flow that's going on, the money supply that's out there. Not necessarily stop it, but, you know, they're trying to put the brakes on inflation. And so, you know, a lot of the cheap money, a lot of the free money, you know, people just know that it's not going to be out there in the market like it was last year. You know, if we are real with ourselves, a lot of the money that flowed into crypto, at least on the retail side, was from the PPP loans and the EIDLs and the stimulus checks and all that stuff. So I know a lot of people is like, I got this extra money, I'm gonna put it on Robinhood and I'm gonna go buy me some Bitcoin or Cash App. So a lot of that people, you know, they know that that's not coming in. So will it have a long-term effect? We have yet to see. I don't think so. But I mean, who knows what this year is going to do for Bitcoin. But, you know, last time we touched on like the drawdown on Bitcoin is severe. So, you know, if we go back a year going from May down into June, like, I mean, look at that fall off. So from 63 down to 29,000. So this is what Bitcoin does. You know, this is what it does. And if you go back just year over year, you can just see these drop offs, these cliffs. And it's just what it does. So am I nervous about it? I mean, I don't like it. You know, I ain't gonna lie, but it's kind of healthy as far as Bitcoin is concerned. And it's just red all over the market. It's just everything down. Everything. Oh man, that hurt, man. What you thought when you looked at your portfolio?
I mean, I wasn't too worried because I knew about the Feds coming out with the news. I knew it was going to affect the market. Usually, that's when people tend to sell off when they hear about information about the Feds. But it's a great opportunity to get buy in, so you can read the profit when it goes back up. So don't be afraid to get in the market when it's down. That's when, like, if you follow the Wall Street Trapper, he like when he see blood in the streets because he know everything is on. It's a fire sale. So don't be afraid to get into that.
Yeah.
My portfolio wasn't that bad. It really ain't that bad. But I'm good.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. It took me a while. It really took me a while to get to a point where I could look at the market and see the red and get excited because when I first started investing, man, I didn't want to see no red days. I just wanted green every single day, and I wanted to
Exactly.
go up all the time. And man, I would sell on red days, buy on green days. That was just
Because we ain't know no better.
we
I
really
did this. I did the same exact thing. I did the same exact thing.
yeah, we really didn't know any better. Man, and speaking of that, let me pull this up. It's called the Fear and Greed Index, and it's really something that people use as a tool. And this is on alternative.me.
Mm.
And so you can look at the Fear and Greed Index. And so right now the market is at extreme fear. Like it's crazy. So Warren Buffett says, when people get fearful, you get greedy. When people get greedy, you get fearful. So right now, I mean, it's at a crazy level, 15 percent. So if you look at that, like if you compare, so we can go back and forth. All right. So this was May, if y'all remember that last chart we were looking at. So this was when, it was just euphoria. Everybody was winning. The market, was like 68,000. Bitcoin was at 68,000, and then it fell off. So a lot of people sold off in this range here. So from May to like June, all the way through to July, the fear was crazy, but the whales was buying up. And when the price went back up, the fear and greed index went up to 73, 79. So if you go back up here, like if it's over here and this the range is like 100 is just insane, but it'll be like 80, 79, 75, 80 when the market is doing good. And people are buying in these high areas and then they're selling these low areas when it's fearful and just getting, people just get wrecked over and over. And that's what I used to do, just talking about buying on green and selling on red. So if you sell now, you lose and you realizing that loss. So yeah, to Jared's point, just stay calm. Just stay calm.
You're right, because I mean, when you're a new investor, you're gonna make that mistake. You're gonna trade off emotion instead of logic, and it's frustrating at first because you're so used to the mindset of when you're losing money, you gotta cut your losses as soon as possible. When it comes to investing, that's not the case. Like sometimes you gotta go through the red days so you can see those big green days that you want, those profit days. So just be mindful. Remember, whenever you see red, that means I got an answer. Just go everything on sale.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Because they trying to trick us, man. They trying to trick us. That's them notifications come on my phone. You turn on the news. They
exactly.
tell you don't go outside, sell everything, man. It's
like,
game.
exactly. If y'all watch we watch Market Mondays on Your Leisure. And Ian Dunlap, who considers himself a great investor, he always says, be mindful when you get your information from because you don't know the agenda. Like they'll tell you to sell so they can get into positions so they can reap the benefits. They find everything on sales, and then they can sell high. And once it comes back up, and tell you, oh, the market is up, and
Yeah,
if you start buying in when they already secured their positions. For example, let's say they bought, let's just say Apple was $100, and it goes down to $50. They'll tell you, oh, my Apple's going down. Oh man, this is going down. This is going down, and they get you to sell your positions, and then they come in, swoop in, buying it for $50, maybe $40, and then they start reporting, "Oh, Apple, man, all Apple's on the move. It's having a good
yeah.
quarter. Earnings look like it's going. Analysts say it's going. They got projected to be higher now, and then you start buying once it goes back up to $100, $125. While they bought it at 50, and then they sell some profits because they made you buy everything on a higher price.
Yeah, psychology, man. It's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep. Yeah, you gotta fight. You gotta fight against it. You gotta fight against it. All right. So I'm gonna move on because NFTs, it's the hot topic. I think NFTs. I've talked to people about Bitcoin and crypto for 4 years, and man, I think I said this before. It's just people thought I was speaking Chinese to them. For people that understand Chinese, I don't want to offend Chinese people, but they just act like I was an alien. And I mean, I remember having drag out arguments with people and telling them like, look, this is the thing. They was like, it's not backed by the U.S. government. I don't trust nothing but the dollar and this and that. I'm like, okay, but them NFTs, I got a lot of texts. Cousin, Winston, what's this? What's that about? I see them doing this. I see that. When Steve Harvey got an NFT. That's when it really.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He bought a Solana monkey business NFT. So all the aunties and uncles started calling in, nephew.
Okay.
What's that? So, Crypto Slam is a really good source for you to look at projects. So it's kind of like the Coin Market Cap, but for NFTs. And there's other websites, but I really like Crypto Slam. So what they'll do is they'll rank it kind of like what Coin Market Cap do with the sales from the last 24 hours. You can see the leaders over the last 24 hours. You can go to the last 7 days. You can go to the last 30 days. So the ones that's consistently at the top. So I kind of want to touch on like good and bad NFT projects because a lot of times people kind of get duped by sales. So in all of these three charts here, you see Bored Ape and Mutant Ape Yacht Club, 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days. Bored Ape Yacht Club, all time. So this is one of the most popular projects that's out there, and it got a lot of attention from celebrities. I'm sure at this point you probably heard about it. Adidas got Bored Ape Yacht Club sponsorships, and Eminem just recently bought one. I think it's called Emanate. So many people have them, and there's celebrities that's locked out of it. There's millionaires and billionaires that's in the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So that's a really good project, but the floor price is just nuts. We'll take a look at that. Okay. But the most popular one of all time, which is crazy, just took off, was Axie Infinity. And that's a play to earn game. It's real simple as far as the gameplay, but people make money by playing a game. And that's one reason why it just went insane last year. So it went from like nowhere to be found to the top selling NFT project of all time.
What kind of game is it? Is it like it's like a metaverse or like Roblox?
Man, nah, bro. It's kind of like man, I don't even know how to. I'm not a gamer, so I don't know which category to put it in. It's kind of like those games where I don't know, bro. It's almost like a 16-bit video game. It's these little. Let me just pull up the website instead of.
Okay. This is my first time hearing about it.
Yeah. Axie Infinity is big. So especially like East Asia is really big because you have some people in those countries that's earning like $25 or $50 a day. And for a lot of people, that don't really sound like much. But, if the average wage in some of those places is like $20 or $30 for a month, if you make $20 in a day, then that's like life changing. It's not really showing the gameplay here.
Okay.
But yeah, these are just some of the little avatars that you can pick. Okay. So this kind of what the gameplay looks like.
Oh, okay. I got you. One of the games. I got you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm not really that familiar with the project myself, but I just
kind of. So how are they making the money? Like how are they doing it?
Yeah, so you play. So if you are familiar with, you ever use like Coinbase, like Learn to Earn,
quizzes.
Yeah, so these games, a lot of the games, what they're doing now is these like quests. So you can do certain quests and you can earn certain things. You can battle. If you win a battle, you get so many, it might be that particular token or coin for the project, which you can trade in. And they've infused the NFTs within the project. So it's like you got some primary sales for the NFTs. And then in the gameplay, some of the NFTs are more rare than others. So some people are willing to pay more for those NFTs, but as you're playing the game, you're earning, these tokens, which you can sell on the secondary market. So, man, that whole thing, that's really going to you're going to really see a lot more of that in different projects. There's Blancos, there's a lot of different ones that have the play to earn model. And so you're going to see that. You're going to see more to learn to earn. A lot of people like that, just watching videos and learning crypto. They got move to earn. So you can do these wearables and kind of like with a Fitbit, you moving around and you earning crypto while you're doing that. There's something called Demo. You can hook it up to your car, and while you're driving, you earning crypto. So it's so many different like platforms to earn crypto, and I think that's just gonna continue to take off.
So my question is, why are they paying people to play the game, or why are the companies paying for somebody to plug in someone in their car to drive around? Why are they paying? Like, how are they making money on it?
Man, one of the most valuable resources on this earth right now is your data. So
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, man. Anything in social media is, really proving this, but anything that has a captive audience and an audience that keeps growing, man, big companies, big tech, they love it. They'll throw money at it. So, they have a model where now they have these partnerships that are, they're jumping in because they're like, man, if we can put our products in front of these people through this game, we'll pay instead of paying, for product placement in a movie. A lot of companies, they'll pay $10 million to have they mug or they laptop just sitting on the table while you watch a Spider-Man or, Super Bowl coming up. I don't know what the price is for a 30-second slot, but I think it was like 10 million last year for 30-second slot. So, if they know it's going to be 50 million people that's watching the Super Bowl, I'll pay $10 million for that. Man, if you got 200 million people playing a video game, so it's like they can do revenue sharing in a totally different way and pay the people to play the game. It just keeps going and going. Right? Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Crypto Slam. So it's a way to find out about projects. Which ones are the top 10. All of these I've taken a look at. NBA Top Shot is one of my favorite ones. NFL is coming out with one through Dapper Labs, but you can kind of go through and it's kind of hard. Like the floor prices on a lot of these that's in the top 20, the top 50, they might be like too rich for your blood. But once you start getting down here and you start seeing like lower ones, you might want to say, I might want to take a bet on that. This is one that I've been keeping my eye on recently. It's Phantom Bear. But yeah, you can do that for the 30 days, just kind of keep your eye on projects. And it's a good way to learn. It's a good way to learn about NFTs and what they're doing and why they're important. So Crypto Slam, cryptoslam.io. All right. So let's move on. Oh, go ahead.
So the price, if you go back to Crypto Slam, so those prices, that's how much the NFTs worth at that time?
No, so this would be the sales in that range. So if you go to like 30 days.
Oh, like their total sales from that.
Yeah, that's the total sales.
From that collection.
Yeah, from that collection. Okay. So and if I wanted to look at Axie Infinity, for example, and I click on that, it'll show you like what some of the recent sales were. So it's showing you like these eggs, you buy an egg to hatch a Axie Infinity, like what that's going for. So it's a different way, like I said, to learn about different projects that's out there.
Okay.
It's so many, if somebody tell you that they know every NFT project, like they lying to you. They're not. So just if you know somebody that's in a particular project, or search to YouTube or go to Twitter, those are good ways to really like ask people directly about the project and what they feel like it. Jump into Discord as well. All right. Let me close some of these tabs here. All right. So Apes in Space. So Offset became, if I'm not mistaken, but he became the highest grossing rapper with an NFT project. So this project, it did pretty well in sales. So I think at the last time I checked it, I think he had, let's see, so this is a 90-day volume. So this just released a few weeks ago, and that volume is in ETH. So let me multiply that 1592. Let's see, ETH right now is like 3,300, somewhere around there. So that's a little over $5 million of sales. So that's really good in a month's time. So I don't know what his share was in that. So a lot of people are like, man, his project did so good. He got over $5 million in sales. And like a lot of people were happy for him. And I'm happy for him too, that his name is associated with it. However, the way that I judge a good NFT project is if you're a buyer of that NFT and the floor price is higher than the original floor price, then that's a great way to see, if that's a good project or not. So the floor price on these was 0.3 ETH when it was time to mint it. So mint is, when you're actually creating that NFT on the blockchain. So you'll go to the website or wherever they tell you, the landing page, and they're like, mint this NFT. So you're creating it on the blockchain. So you're the first owner of that NFT. The floor price was 0.3 ETH. So at that time, that's something like, let's see. My brain working a little slow today, y'all. 0.3 ETH. So that's about $900. But right now it's at 0.08. So 3,300 times 0.08. So it's 264. So a lot of people lost money in some of them. So you can see like the lowest ones, if I have it from low to high, then you can see that, the top bids on some of these are really low. Now, this is where a lot of people get fooled. So if you sort it from high to low, you go in here and look at this, $1 million ETH. Like who's going to pay $1 million ETH for this NFT if the overall volume hasn't been more than 1,500 ETH?
Right.
So some people go in there and they be like, man, they listen these things for $1 million ETH. That, bro, nobody's gonna pay $1 million ETH for, and no disrespect to him, but they're not gonna pay $1 million ETH for 17 million ETH. I mean, dude, that'll be like $1 billion. It makes no sense. So what you can do, and this is OpenSea. This is one of the largest NFT platforms for sales. So what you can do is you can go to recently sold, and that's a way to kind of judge like how the project is doing and what the demand is. So as you can see, some of these last sales, 0.08, 0.08, 0.09, 0.1. This one was it's for sale for 10. So I'm not, 0.1. Yeah, man, all these recent sales. So people are sweeping the floor right now, which means they're buying the lowest prices. That might be good for the project long term, but it's not really a good sign. And so I don't know. We'll see what it's going to do long term. What really determines if a project is good or not is the roadmap and what they're going to do with it. So, don't get duped by just having a big name on it. We're going to look at a couple of other ones that's like that. Don't just look at the big name and say, oh, they're associated with it. That means it's a good project. They had a lot of sales. That don't really mean nothing.
Right.
So another example of that, this is eNFT. So this made a lot of news. Tory Lanez NFT, right? So I don't know if you remember earlier last year, he was like jumping up and down talking about his first release that he had. And people, was reselling the NFT for 35 grand, but he only had 750 editions of that NFT. Well, this album, he sold 1 million copies of this album. So he went platinum in like 10 minutes, right? He sold them for $1 a piece. But the way he was marketing it was, oh, my last one, people was reselling for 10 grand. They was reselling for 20, 30 grand. Go get your money. This is the last time I tell you, go get your money. So people ran out, was buying 100 of these Tory Lane NFTs, thinking that they was gonna resell it for $500, $1,000.
But he only sold it for $1, right?
He sold them for $1 a piece, right? And so if you go by here, kind of like the same thing, like the trickery I was telling you about. People are going, they be like, man, people reselling for $4,800, but who's buying? So if you sorted low to high, they was at retail $1. Now you can buy one for $1.46. And I'm not sure who's actually buying, because they don't even have the recently sold on there. And then if you go in and want to sell some, so I bought some at the time, just for the kicks and giggles of it. And let's see, I'm gonna try to sell one of these right now. So let's say if I want to list it for $1.15, I gotta at least beat the best prices out there. It's $1.46. They're gonna take 15% off of that. So a lot of it, man, like I said, people kind of getting duped out of their money off of these things. So, I commend him for jumping into space and, introducing a lot of people to NFTs, but a lot of people got turned off because they like, man, you said I was going to make all this money. I done bought 100 of these things. I can't sell 2 of them. And so, yeah, man, we, just like the stock market, it's just like how you was talking about earlier. These big names, they're going on CNBC, they're going on Fox Business, they're going on Cheddar, and they saying, "Oh man, this is the hype right now. This is the wave," and they getting you to they that's how they dump their bags, bro. And so you're gonna see more and more of this. So just be careful, y'all. Just be careful.
Man, that's what's up. So you say Tory Lane partner up with ENFT, right?
ENFT, yeah.
But you don't know how much the percentage that you don't know percentage of what Tory Lane getting and what they getting, right?
Yeah, I don't know what his cut was. I'm pretty sure it was sizable. I mean,
and they got paid in Ethereum.
So with this one, you was able to use a credit card.
Oh, okay, I got it.
I'm not sure what blockchain ENFT is on. Now at one point, one of my partners, he was trying to sell one, and they had ETH gas fees connected to it, and so people was gonna spend like $50 to try to sell one, bro. It was really messed up. So I think what they did, they must have either moved to a layer 2 or this. Now it's only 15%, but at first it was like people were gonna have to spend money in order to sell one for $1. So yeah, bro.
Wow.
So I don't know what his cut was. I'll be interested, but I mean, I'm sure he probably got more than half. I mean, even if he got 66%, he probably got like an 80%, 90% cut. I mean, he made the bag, so good for him. But just the way it was, so
it was so
shady.
I ain't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. I ain't like that.
All right, so here's another example. So this one it's kind of a mix. So Katy Perry, real big name, bro. Multi-platinum selling artist. She had a drop recently, and so this was selling for $100 at retail. So now you can get it for $67. This was selling at $102. This one's at $299. So that's why I say it's a mixed bag. These were selling at $20. Now it's at $14. So she had different like versions. The biggest sale that she had, I don't know what it sold for, but it was selling for $340,000, and it was an NFT for an actual prop that she had on stage. So that's where you're starting to see like the merge of the in real life or IRL. So you might see IRL on projects, on roadmaps. So that's where you're starting to see like the merge of the in-person experience with the digital experience. And supposedly her NFT, with some of them, it'll give you access to some of her stuff with her residency that she got in Las Vegas. So you're going to start to see more and more application of, okay, what does this NFT do for me? Well, it'll give you, access to certain celebrities. It might get you into certain clubs. You're going to start to see sporting tickets a lot. Certain NFTs that get you to like early access to games. You might be able to meet a player. You might be able to sit in a press conference. So that's where like the best projects, when they can partner and give you utility, that's where you really want to see it take off. Mm-hmm. This is Theta. So Theta token, I'm a real big fan of. This one I have yet to see what they're gonna do with this, but I think this is like Theta's version of Bored Ape Yacht Club. So they keep hinting that people that hold this, they're gonna have access to certain events, certain future airdrops. They just keep hinting at it. They hadn't done anything with it yet, but I like it because what they did with theirs, and I'm gonna click on a few of these. A lot of these NFTs, they have these. Let me see if I can find one that. All right, so they got like the Wolverine blades on there. Some of them have like a Spider-Man look. Some of them have Squid Game.
That's in money. That's in US dollars right there.
Yeah, this is US dollars.
So they got people that spend a amount of money for this.
Yeah, they have some crazy sales on this one. So yeah, that's because of the rarity level. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with this in the future, but Theta has some crazy partnerships with Sony, ICM, so on and so forth. And this one here, they just airdropped something for people that was holding the original ones in the gold NFT. So those are a couple ones that are pretty decent. All right, let me fly through these real quick because I know there's some things you wanted to share. Monkey Ball, these sold for $2, sold at Mint, and the floor price right now on those is 7.3. So I just wanted to show that to kind of give an idea of, okay, what's kind of like a judge on if the project is doing well or not. So we saw on that Ace of Space, the floor price right now is 0.08. It was retail at 3.3 ETH. The retail on this one was 2 sold, and now the floor is 7.3. So, you know, that's not to say that it'll hold there, but Monkey Ball had a lot of attention, and they only released 1,000 NFTs. And so, yeah, that one just took off real quick. And it was only like 3 days ago this one came out. So the floor price just went up from there in just in a few days, whereas the Ace of Space went down. So no knock to him. Hopefully he can take it and promote it right, and it might go up. I've seen that happen with projects before, but we'll see. All right, so this is where more application comes in. So the metaverse. So people, still trying to wrap their mind around the metaverse. And I'm going to stop saying the metaverse as well, because there are several metaverses. So a metaverse is really just a 3D interaction on blockchain. So it's where you can take your NFT. So these profile avatars like you see here, they can be wrapped onto a moving avatar like this. And this is what Matrix is doing. Matrix World is doing. So they're taking these profile pics, those 2D images, wrapping it around a moving image, and now you can interact in the metaverse. So kind of think about like the movie Avatar back in the day that came out. That is going to be like the experience. So, you got your glasses on, or you might have the Oculus or whatever they decide to use, and you're, immersed in this world, and you're looking around with this one. This one I like is because it's a merge between Ethereum and Flow blockchain. So you got two blockchains that have a multi-chain metaverse, and it's the first one of its kind. So that's one that I'm excited about, and you can buy land in the metaverse. So that's just one thing that I just wanted to point out to the audience that you might want to do some research on. All right, spatial IO. So this is a metaverse for experiences. So Microsoft, right after Facebook changed their name to Meta, Microsoft said, "Oh, all right, y'all did that. So we're gonna have spaces in the metaverse for people to meet up." And spatial this is not with Microsoft, but this is just an example of things that you can do. So you can set up a museum, you can create this space for you and your friends to meet, and this is free to try out. So you go to spatial.io, it's free. You can create an exhibition for those of you that are artists. Create an exhibition. You can create a meetup. If you want to play your music live, create a live event. It's free to try. There's like no excuse on this one. So this is where the 2D is meeting the 3D. And so avatars, this is where like the stunting is going to come in. So if people are willing to pay 50 grand for a 2D avatar that you really can't do much with it, imagine going into the 3D metaverse and now you got, these retro J's that you bought, they 1 of 10 and now they're in the metaverse and now you're interacting with hundreds of thousands of people. Just imagine what people are going to pay for that. So spatial.io. All right. Now another application for NFTs are identity. Right. So anybody that's done any DeFi, there's no KYC, which is know your customer. There's no AML, anti-money laundering. So Civic Pass and Latentry, these two are going to help to give you an ID on the blockchain. So it's kind of like a credit score in real life. So if you've been interacting with DeFi for 2-3 years, you paid back all your loans, then you can take that score and take it to another platform and you can use that score. And there's a lot of different applications with this. So those are two I would highly look at: Civic, Latentry, and Cardano too. They talk about Cardano a lot on Market Mondays. Cardano has ID stuff as well. So this is 2 projects, 3 projects if you include Cardano. You might want to check out. All right. So I'm gonna stop there. I know some things that you wanted to talk about as well.
All right, most definitely.
Let me stop that screen. All right. But yeah, NFT play, man. It's just gonna keep growing and growing more and more. NFT is gonna be so common right now. A lot of people kind of scratching their head, but just like we got our debit cards and our IDs, like everybody's gonna have NFTs. Everybody's gonna have hundreds of NFTs over the next couple of years.
All right, that's what's up, man. That was great. I mean, I didn't know all that stuff existed. My God, NFT world is crazy. All right, y'all. So let me expand. See if I can get this full screen view. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. So my thing is, I want to talk about FinTech company. FinTech, if you are unaware, it stands for Financial Technology Company. And one of the most used apps that people utilize is Cash App, right? So everybody's used to sending money. I think it came on the scene. I forgot the exact year it came on the scene. I think maybe 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, maybe even longer than that. But it came mainstream maybe right before COVID. So Cash App is a wonderful app, right? You can do everything. You can send money to your friends. You can send money, receive money if you're as a business account. You can get your money deposited there instead of going through a traditional bank, maybe like Chase or Regions. You can send your money to your Cash App. You can also get a debit card. So pretty much this is like a digital bank. One of the nice features I like about it as well is that you can, let me see if I can pull it up. My most important feature right here, you can buy crypto utilizing the Cash App, right? So instead of, if a lot of people are not comfortable going to the new sites like Coinbase or Uphold or any of those crypto exchanges because they're unfamiliar with it, they haven't experience with it. But a lot of people familiar with utilizing Cash App. So with the Cash App, you can just scroll down. I'm gonna have to find a way to connect my phone and do a demo, but I'll find a way to figure it out. But you can go on your phone just like you do a purchase, buying something. You can click on your let me see if I can zoom in here. So you can just go right here. Let's say you want to invest in Apple, right? Or Bitcoin, either or. You can buy stock or cryptocurrency. You click on it. You could buy for the full amount of the stock, or you can buy fractional shares. Or if you want to buy like $5 worth of Apple share, you can do that. If you want to buy $1 worth of Bitcoin, you can do that. So Cash App is a user-friendly way for you to get into investing easily. I know a lot of people think you got to have a lot of money to get into the game. You do not. Like I said, like it says right here, you could buy stock or Bitcoin for little as $1. So if you spending money on your Netflix every month, how about you spend the same amount on that on crypto or Apple stock? Or you like to go to the local bar in your area. You spend $20, $30, $40, $45, $100 every week. How about you use some of that money, buy some crypto or invest in stock? Also, with the Cash App, you can also get, hold on, let's see if I can find it. When you buy certain stocks, I don't know if you all are unaware that, I'm trying to see if I had a picture of it. Let me see if I can find it. You can, hold on, you get what they call dividends. When you buy certain stocks, here it is right here. Let me pull it up. Oh, I don't want to play a video. I'm sorry. Let me zoom in on it. Hold on. Oh. Anyway. Sorry about that, y'all. So if you buy certain stocks, like I said, as you can see right here, this arrow is showing you, if you buy certain stocks, you get what they call dividends. So when you buy a share of Apple, just to keep it simple, let's say you buy 1 share of Apple, and every quarter they pay you $1 for owning a share. That's a reward for you being an Apple shareholder. They reward you for believing in them. So they reward you for $1. So just imagine every quarter you get $1 for every share of Apple you own. So just imagine if you own 1,000, you get $1,000 per quarter. Like I said in one of my earlier videos, a couple of days ago, I did a video live stream about how Warren Buffett invested, I believe it was $6 billion or $16 billion, whatever. I think it was $6 billion. And now a 3-year investment now is worth, I believe it's, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Let's just say it's worth $24 billion, right? And he also gets $775 million worth of $775 million of dividend payments yearly because he owns 5% of Apple stake. He owns 5% of Apple. So he gets $775 million in dividend payments yearly. So the power of investing is very crucial. You don't have to have Warren Buffett money, but if you just start buying, putting $10, $20 a week or $5, whatever you go forward every week, it will add up eventually. Long-term investments pays off, right? So don't believe the hype. You got to have all this money to get into the stock game. No, you don't. Try your best to put whatever you can to get into the game. One thing else, people who don't even know, we use this app every day. And the funny thing is, people don't even realize that Cash App is owned by another company, a publicly traded company, which used to be called Square, but they recently, within a couple of weeks, changed their name to Block. So Cash App is a publicly traded company. So you can own shares of Cash App, right? So let me put it up for you. This is one of the sites I like to go to that I look at pretty much every day. It gives you insight about stocks, crypto, or even the Forex, which is the foreign exchange when you change when it's the exchange of currency around the world. But I think that, me personally, I think Forex is dying and everybody's going to the crypto market. But that's just me personally. But Forex is just another way you could trade like euros, the American dollar, the Chinese yen, whatever. You could trade, making money off that as well. So right here, this is the stock symbol, the stock ticker, I should say. It's SQ, because it used to be called Square, but now it's Block. And right now, currently, it is priced at, what's that, 145.60, right? And I believe the highest ever this company was $280, right? Right now, I think is at a steal for $145. Just for the simple fact that Cash App is one of the top FinTech companies in the world. A lot of people use it. Your mama use it. You got older kids, they use it. Grandparents, if your grandparents making it, wouldn't it make sense to invest in the company that people are utilizing every day? Absolutely. So you need to get in the habit of whatever services or product that you utilize, go see if it's a public traded company. If you spend money there, you need to invest your money there if it's a good company. So please keep that in mind when it comes to these fintech companies. There are more fintech companies I'm gonna do a presentation on. I apologize, I didn't have the slide deck like I wanted it, but I wanted to explain that if you're using this technology, you need to capitalize it on the best way. Just don't use it for the basic needs. All right, use it for everything that you want. If you needed to buy something, let's say you wanted to purchase something. Let's say you buying something from a retailer business and they use Cash App. If you're using it every day as a transaction, just please invest in the company. So I highly suggest that you get in the Square as a stock, because it is a very one of the top companies. If you're unaware, the founder of Twitter, one of the co-founders, what's his name?
Jack Dorsey.
The founder of Twitter. Recently he was a CEO and founder of, he was a CEO of Twitter. He's also one of the founders of Square. So he's one of the, I wouldn't say forefront. He's one of the supporters for the Web3 and NFT and crypto movement. So that's why he even changed the name of the company from Square to Block. So blockchain. So if he even gave up his reign as CEO of Twitter to take over, to concentrate more on Block company. So that tells you that cryptocurrency is the wave, it's the way of the future. So you need to get invested in as soon as possible. Invested in coins that Winston recommend, or I recommend: Bitcoin, Ethereum. What's the other one that you recommend? Bitcoin, Ethereum. There's one more. Cardano. Don't you like Cardano?
I like Cardano.
All right. Now, when it comes to the meme coins, the altcoins, Dogecoin, Sheev, and stuff like that, invest at your own risk. I know they're cheap, and I know everybody talk about them, but invest at your own risk. You don't know how they're going to go. I don't think those coins are going to be here. I don't think they're going to outlast a few years. But hey, if you can make a trade on it, a great trade on it, get into it if you can. That's my 2 cents on this fintech company for today. On the next episode, I'm gonna do another one, and I'll be a better presentation. I'll be better prepared. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But sometimes
that's good.
Me and Winston multitasking too many things at once.
Man.
Go ahead.
You brought that. You was bringing it home with that, and it's full circle, bro. This is one of those things that really shows people that you're gonna be using blockchain technology whether you realize it or not. So I remember when Cash App came on the scene some years ago, and I was like, man, ain't no way I'm about to use that. Like, it's free. No, I can sign up in 2 seconds. No, and when you really started digging into the company, like Jared was saying, it's owned by Square. It's a bank, and so how do banks make money? They make money on lending your money. They make money on transaction fees. Like, it's a whole bank that's on the backside of it. And them changing their stock ticker to Block, that is not by just happenstance. So the back end of the bank is it already has, to a certain degree, been infused with blockchain and DeFi. Y'all, that's like one of the easiest on-ramps to crypto that I ever seen. Like, Coinbase is easy. This is even easier to me. I mean, because it's just like, just buy. Like, they made it so simple. And so I recently bought some Square stock just for that. This is not financial advice, y'all. I guess I can show some this quick disclaimer.
Do your own research.
Yes, please. But man, there's not enough good things that I can say about Square and what they've done. I mean, you can start a business pretty much in 10 minutes on Square. Like, I did it. I had to send somebody an invoice, and they were just like, well, I don't have this, and that. And I was just like, all right, let me go on Square. In 10 minutes, I created the account, sent them an invoice that was by texted to their phone. They paid me using a credit card. And on Square, you can open up the checking account right there in the app. So everything is right there. I mean, they just gonna kill the game. Kill the game.
So I forgot about that. Square is part of
Bro, it's
bagging this company.
nuts.
So like once it says Square is a whole nother. This is like the business side of Square, well, Block now. So like he said, you can create a business website. You can create an invoice. Like Square is so easy. You can set up in minutes. Like if you go to one of those, when you go to those I'm sorry, not mom and pops, but small businesses, and you go to ready to check out, 9 times out of 10, they're using a Square, what you call it, a Square POS, point of sale equipment, or they're using the iPad, or they're using a little white, I don't have one, the little square white device that you can use to swipe your credit card, or you could use Apple Pay or Android Pay. So Square is also part that what you see in a small business, that is the business. So when you swipe a credit card, they're getting a percentage of that sale. So investing in Square, aka Block, is a great investment. I'm telling you, it's great. And then you utilize Cash App as well for the masses, and also for business as well to a certain degree. So this is I forgot. I'm glad you brought it. I forgot to even talk about Square. I forgot about that.
Yeah, man. Again, man, I like it because it introduces people to crypto, and hopefully people will continue to go down the well. So it's just like, okay, why would this traditional? Well, they've been more of what I like to call a challenger bank, because they saw, they're like, okay, we can reach these people. They don't have cell phones, but they got bad credit. They have telecheck, they have check systems, but we can get them an account. They can send money peer to peer. That's the whole spirit of crypto. Peer to peer, well, they're the intermediary, but for the most part, it's like I'm just texting you. You text me back, I send it. It's so simple. And so when people start doing that, a lot of people use the way I got introduced to the Cash App was, cousin, can you send me $50 for my baby? That's, I'm like, man, I don't know what that is, but this scam app to see money. But yeah, my mama started using it. I was just like, let me check it out. And then when I found out Square was behind it, I said, oh, this is insane. And so let me share something. You was about to talk about this.
No, I'm good. I'm good on Square.
All right.
Oh wait, you know what? I want to bring one more thing for you.
Yeah.
So with Square, I believe it's been rumored that Square is going to start getting into the loan game, like loaning businesses money. And since they have all this data from Square, and then eventually probably going to get into personal loans, since they're utilizing the data that they have from Cash App. So eventually they're gonna start getting into the loans. So if you need a loan for your business, they can see how much money you're making every day. So they can calculate like, oh, okay, if this guy's bringing $10,000 every month, maybe we can give him a $50,000 loan at a low interest rate. So Square about to start making some real money.
Yeah, hand over fist. So
all right, go ahead.
A lot of banks are there. I went to this conference, this online crypto conference, and this young dude, he was over like the crypto department, and it was a small bank, in relative terms, like a regional bank. And he was like, man, they hired me because he was like, they see that crypto like kind of eating their lunch. So you getting 1% on your savings account. I mean, I got a savings account. It's a high yield savings account. It's paying me 0.5 interest, and that's the high yield savings. So they know people like, man, I'm losing money on this. Right. So I wanted to share this, and I may have before, but I wanted to share just like a couple of ways that you can dip your toes in the crypto, but still get higher yield. So some people may be like, man, I'm not quite ready to buy no Bitcoin. I don't really trust none of that stuff. But they got something that's called stable coins. So one is USDC, is United States digital coin. That's called USDC. It's pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar. They pay you 9% for holding up to 40 grand of USDC. And over 40,000, 8%. GUSD is another stable coin tied 1-to-1 to the dollar, 9%. PAX, same thing, 9%. Tether, 9.5%. DAI. So these are 1-to-1 stable coins. And these are issued by Circle Bank. So it's an actual company. It's not like how Bitcoin is. We don't know who made it. This is USDC. So if you look up USDC, if you look up PAX and DAI and see who's buying it and who's holding it, that will give you a whole lot more comfort. So a lot of people like that because it's like it's not going to go up, it's not going to go down, but I'm going to get interest on it. So that's a way to dip your toes. And I can, if I was a betting man, I would say Square is going to start introducing like high yield savings account because they're infusing, they're going to start using back end crypto holdings in order to secure these high interest rates. And that's, banks, man, banks been making money for years, for generations off of us hand over fist. And they give us these 1%, 2%, 3% interest rates. And, we supposed to be happy with that. But crypto has shown the backside of the bank and it's shown you the game. So banks, like they know that their time, probably with our generation, our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation, they know that they still gonna have a lot of people that's gonna just trust the banks. But a lot of people in our generation and under, they like, nah, I gotta get to the bag, they like, I like it fast, like it quick, I like it higher. So another one is UST, which is US Terra. It's another stable coin, so it's pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar. You can get 19.47% on Anchor Protocol. So you got 10 grand, you're getting almost 20%. So you're getting two racks a year compound, just for holding a stable coin on a protocol. So I started here because this one is least risky. That's BlockFi. There's another one called Celsius. There's Gemini. There's a bunch of these platforms where you can hold stable coins. This is a DeFi protocol, so you're getting more risky with that, but it's on a stable coin, so it's 19%. Now, this is the bank right here. So this is the back end. So this is where you can take your crypto and you can provide liquidity. So this is where the rates is, you're looking at 59% APY, 330% APY. So you're taking on the risk that the bank would, let me put that back up. You're taking on the risk that the bank would usually be. So, banks, they lend money to other banks. They provide liquidity, or they lend money to the city. They issue bonds, all these different things that the bank do to make money. DeFi provides you with those same tools. So you say, okay, all right, Radium is a new protocol. I know what Ethereum is, but Radium is a new protocol. They need liquidity. I can go in and provide liquidity to this platform and earn 54% on that. Or I can, you can add money to a pool. Well, that's kind of the same thing. Let me just, so just a regular pool and not farm. Farming is a little higher. I won't go into that. All right, well, that's going a little slow. So let me.
Okay.
All right. So same thing. Liquidity pool. So you're adding liquidity and you're getting higher interest rates. But there's other DeFi protocols where you can put your money on there and they lend the money out. So you basically lending your money out peer to peer to other people, and you're getting interest on that. And you can borrow against your crypto on there. So one thing that a lot of the rich do is they don't cash out on their investments. So it's just like, okay, how does somebody like Bezos or Buffett or Jack Dorsey and all them, like, how do they not pay no taxes? So a lot of times what they'll do is they be like, don't pay me a salary, pay me an equity. I'm going to take my equity. I'm going to borrow against my equity. So if I want to go get that Maybach, I'm going to just borrow the 250 grand, go buy the Maybach. That's not a taxable event. My stock going up and I'm just paying back the loan to my stock. So now I got two assets. I got the stock and I got the Maybach. Well, the Maybach ain't an asset, but I'm buying my toys with something that's going up in value. So that's the backside of the bank, that crypto, that DeFi specifically.
Wouldn't that be a tax write-off too? Because if you loaning against it, if you're doing to do business, ain't get a tax write-off as well.
So with the DeFi, it's like you really kind of off the radar. So
I don't say no more.
If you start filing taxes, they're gonna be like, Oh, where that came from?
I got you.
It's not really off the radar because, I mean, once you off ramp, you got to on ramp and off ramp in crypto at some point. Right. And you got to go through an intermediary to do that. There's some other way. We ain't gonna talk about the other ways to not do that, but yeah, you gotta go through it.
So can you please, people who watching, once this episode comes out, show them the item you showed me earlier.
Oh yeah. So it was, you had brought to my attention what Samsung was going to be doing in the future. You want to talk to them about that?
Yeah, so Samsung's supposed to be coming out with an NFT TV. So I don't know if you're familiar with their those Samsung TVs that are like picture frames. The old, you could just hang it up like a regular picture, and you could turn it on. It looks like actual real art, but it's actual TV. So now they're making NFT TVs to be similar to that. So now, if you buy NFT, you can showcase it on a TV frame like those. So like a regular picture. So
man,
yeah. So Samsung's coming up.
That's gonna be big, bro. Because can you imagine you just watching something on TV on your Samsung TV, and they really gonna do it through the kids, bro. I got I got all the Disney stock. I got all this Disney stuff around here. I ain't never bought no Disney stuff but through the children. So just imagine they watching a cartoon and this NFT pop up. Oh, daddy, I want that NFT right there. You could buy it right there through your TV. And now it's in their room that's just hanging up is they, princess, whatever.
Right.
Man,
like Star Wars, Marvel Comics. We ain't talk about Star Wars and Marvel Comics. They got grown people that's gonna buy that.
Right, yeah. He about to kill us, bro. That's about to be the new home shopping network for our generation. But they about to tear us up with that. But yeah, it made me think of something that I bought earlier this year from Infinite Objects. And so I ain't got no partnership with them. Infinite Objects, if y'all want to, I'll love to do some affiliate marketing. But yeah, so they were one of the first that I ever seen. I don't know any other companies that's doing it, but they do these NFT cases. So you can lock up your NFT in a case. So this is one that I have. So I'm a big fan of, there's a glare on it. I'm a big fan of NBA Top Shot. And this is an NBA Top Shot cool cat moment. It's several of them that's locked up in this NFT, in this case, this hard case. And so if you go to NBATopShot.com, you can see these moments, the NFTs that's online, the digital ones. A lot of people be like, man, I just don't get this whole thing is on a computer. But this, I can just sit right here on the table, just like that. So you come in my house and I'm talking to you and this thing playing in the background. Oh, what's that? Oh, this right here? Man, this is an NFT I bought. This is a one of such and such, 1 of 10 or 1 of 100. And then on the back, it has the details of what it is. So this one gives you special access to 9 Lives Lounge. So this is like a several use case NFT. So it's like you can show off your product, you can show off your NFT. It's in a hard case. People can actually see it. And then on the back here, it's showing you like the edition number. That QR code is for the edition number. And then it gives you special access only to holders of this NFT. So that's just a couple of applications of it. And so, like that Samsung TV, it's on the wall. Like this I can have on a coffee table on my desk at work. And it's a way to spark a conversation about it. You can introduce other people to it. And then, if you done bought an NFT and, selfishly, we're all investors, we're here to make money. If you're trying to push up your product, something that you're investing in, you want to help advertise it, yourself. So if you're in a project and, I hope I don't get us in trouble saying this, but, our people, a lot of times we've been taught oh man, I'm doing this, don't tell nobody else. Like when I was telling people about crypto years ago, they was like, man, close the computer. I don't want nobody else to find out about it. I was like, That's not how this works. You want everybody to know about this. You know, how does the stock price go up? More people buy into it. How does anything become valuable? More eyes on it. So, you know, any project that you get into, you know, push it, pump it. I mean, you want as many dollars to flow into a project as possible.
Man, that was fire. Like that right there, that homage, like that really homages an NFT. Like I never even thought about putting like on a frame like that. So that's what's up. And you say all you gotta do is how long does you can plug it up and how long does it charge? How long does
Man, so I've had this for like 3 months and I've never charged it. Like it came in the mail and I've never charged it. And so I'm just waiting to see like how long is it gonna last like that before it dies. So I can't really show it. Maybe I can. So if you can, yeah. So the way it works is like when I put it in the case, like it cuts off. And then let me see if I can. So right there, like it's blacked out. But as soon as I take it out of here, it'll cut on. So like it just preserves itself, man. It's infinite objects. So if you got an NFT already, you can lock it in there. You got something cool. If you're an artist, man, I just don't understand. Like every artist, just if you're not in the NFT space, New Orleans people, please, man, we the most creative people. They steal all our stuff. Please, just if you don't know, just partner with somebody. Talk to Jared. Talk to me. Get in this space. Y'all just don't understand.
Like I got some ideas that we could like I could do. I ain't even. I'll talk about it offline. But yeah, like when you showed me the refrain, like I just have a bunch of $1 million. Man, just imagine because just imagine being a Saints fan. You got that picture frame, and you could show when your boy kicked the field goal to get us into the playoffs, or when your boy did the pick six on Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. Like that'll be playing in the back. I mean, every Saints fan about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's about to NFL. They about to release their NFT platform. That one, bro, it's about to go insane. Like you're right. The NBA fans are different. It's a little more niche with the NBA, you know. But NFL people,
oh yeah, we go
college football.
Oh, I forgot about college. That's low. That's Lord. I ain't even think about college. They got so many college moments. Oh my goodness. I wonder how they're gonna handle that since the players can get paid with compensation. So I wonder because that's gonna be a big issue when it comes to NFT.
Yeah, they talking about it. You know, it's a lot of conversations had, but it's the money to be had, bro. Saints fan, you already know, bro.
Right, because trust me, if they come out with that, like the one you got, and I can put it on the picture frame with that moment, with the moments, top Saints moments in NFL. Oh, what? Got to have it. Gotta have it.
I got this starter jacket upstairs, man. Overpaid for. I had to have it, bro. Saints starter. I was like, what? I saw that. I said, I'm buying
that. Exactly. Oh man! And since I'm a Saints team, I think they probably gonna even give season ticket holders discount rate. Oh man, they gonna go ham on this NFT and NFL. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what's up. All right, y'all. Thank you for another fire episode from the Crypto Connection, y'all. Shout out to Winston with his fire NFT presentations and the actual NFT item. That should give you more perspective. If you just listening on the podcast, you need to check it out on YouTube. Like you got to see it to believe. Like it's crazy. It blew my mind away when he showed it to me today. So just remember, y'all, make sure y'all follow, share, like our pages on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can be aware when a new episode comes out. Thank you for joining us. Any other last words, Winston?
Man, just this year, you know, it's gonna be a little tougher investing. You know, last couple of years, man, we just throwing money everywhere and making money. So, you know, we're going to get challenged this year. Just, you know, get your investment thesis, you know, your strategy, your conviction, and stick to it. You know, just block out the noise. That would be one of my biggest things. And shameless plug here. I am doing a promotion. So $3 for a group session. I'm going to do a group session, like a beginner session. So $3. So just contact us and if you want to get in on that session.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. See you in the next episode. We out. Peace.
Peace.